Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. We are going to start a series of experiments using our Firefly Petunia, which those of you just tuning in, if you're not aware, a Firefly Petunia is a brand new type of petunia that's biologically engineered to glow in the dark. So up here somewhere, I will place a little link so you can see a little bit about the Firefly Petunia. But what we've got going on today in our experiment, let's see if we can zoom in on him. Can we zoom in? Let's see. There, that's much better, much better. So what we've got right now is we're going to be experimenting with a budworm. So this budworm has been feeding on this Firefly Petunia. You can see right in through here, he's been feeding on that. And he might start feeding again a little bit right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to experiment and see if we take a Firefly Petunia and we allow it to be fed on by a budworm caterpillar, will our budworm caterpillar begin to glow? Now, I did have a comment already on one of my first initial videos that I did on this, kind of my teaser to that. And someone said, hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts, just so you know, the bioluminescence, it ends when cell death occurs. Well, yes, but this insect is concentrating those materials in its gut, and I'm just curious if it can concentrate enough of them as it's eating them, because he's going to be eating it over and over, if then we get it to actually glow in the dark. So we're going to do a little bit of nighttime photography here. And he really doesn't like the light. So when we turn it off, we're going to have a better chance to see him feed. But we're going to feed him this for several days and see if he will, in fact, start glowing in the dark as a result of our experiments here. See if we can get him back in focus. It's a little bit bright. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring him out. Well, maybe we'll just leave him in there. And we'll turn off the lights, and we'll take a night shot with the camera and see if we have any luck yet. So I've got a camera here that will do night shots. And we'll turn everything off and set it to pro settings. So those of you that are having trouble with photographing your Firefly Petunia, you want to go on pro settings. There's a 32-second exposure. My ISO is 3200. My white balance is about 3000K. And then I will lock on the autofocus. So let's see if we can find... Where did he go? Oh, he's down underneath. So he's down where we can't even see him right now. You know what? He's going to eat a hole right in the bottom side of that petunia blossom. So he's right down here, and he's going to eat a hole in the bottom side of that petunia blossom and crawl in. So let's see if we can just bring him out and see if we can see him better. And then we will replace his blossoms, because this is all that oh, there you are. This is all that he's eaten right here, so not much. But we're going to take a baseline photograph and see what we get. Okay, so we've got him there. We've got him. Let's focus on him. Let's turn off that light, and we're going to take a quick photo, a 30-second exposure. And hopefully everything will still come out. Now, I have noticed that, yes, in fact, you will. Sometimes you will stay in focus. Sometimes it pops out of focus. It's probably 30 seconds is probably too long of an exposure. We'll take a look and see here. Did he start glowing? The verdict is... Well, let's take a look. No, I don't see him necessarily glowing, but let's see what that other goober is down there. No, it's a piece of stem. So he's over the top of it. So he's not glowing yet. Oh, actually, he did eat a fair amount. So let's do this. Let's bring him out. We'll put him right there. We'll bring him into sight. There he is. Now he's going to want to run away. See if we can get that. Okay, I'll turn this off. I'll take another 30-second exposure. And we'll see how it turns out. And we're going to keep doing this. We'll take 30-second exposures because you get a lot more of the light from the petunia when you do 30 seconds. And he's not quick enough that he's going to disappear on us. You know, they're not super fast caterpillars, so we should be able to take photographs like this and be okay. Sorry, it's not fully in frame. Okay. And what do we find out? Why do we shouldn't have that much light coming down. I think it is this screen that's reflecting a bunch of the light. Let's turn it on and see where our caterpillar went. Nope, he's still there. And I don't see him glowing yet. Okay. Let's see if we can take another photograph. And I think, you know, while we're at it, why don't we bring our Firefly Petunia up here and we'll start refreshing with some new blossoms for him. Now, our Firefly Petunia, it's right over here. One of the things about a Firefly Petunia is that the blossoms that are new buds, so these guys here actually glow the brightest. In fact, if we turn this off, you might actually be able to see it. Nope, not going to pick it up on video. But these glow the absolute brightest. So I'm going to put a bunch of these in his containment vessel here. I'm going to place them in there, and then I'm going to give them a chance. And to keep the flowers fresh, what I've done is I put some peat moss down there, and I've got some damp peat moss, and that should allow these buds to have some liquid on them, which should keep them glowing. I'm going to give them a few of these. Yeah, I know. I'm sacrificing a lot of my glow, but I will sacrifice for my science. And yes, this is science because we are experimenting with something. We're trying to figure out our Firefly Petunia and see whether or not there is our little friend. See that? See how he ate a hole in there? Those of you that are seeing holes in the backside of your petunia blossoms, that's these guys basically making a passageway so they can climb into the blossom and hide. So he's probably a little stressed out right now. We're going to go ahead and put him back in there. We're going to be very careful that we don't stab our specimen. Oh. And he has dropped down. So we'll go ahead and take this spent blossom out. We'll give him another blossom or two. Yeah, I know I'm cutting off my blossoms, but I don't know. I'm willing to experiment. Get that down there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave him here in the dark. Got him secured in his containment vessel. So he's all the way down there. Secure him in his containment vessel. And then we'll take a couple of night shots of him. There he is. There he is, hiding right there. So we'll take a couple of night shots of him and see how he goes and how he glows, and figure out some more experiments to see if our Firefly Petunia, but we'll do some experiments to see if our Firefly Petunia, which should glow in the dark, see if we can pick it up. Nope. Our Firefly Petunia, which glows in the dark, whether if that will transfer through to our Budworm and see if he will glow. But anyway, that is our first experiment. So you're seeing the first feeding. There's a notch out of that Petunia blossom. So you can see that we do in fact have feeding going on. So we will continue this experiment in multiple videos to come. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.